Who do you think will be the first one to take on Black Frieza? Maybe Gohan? What do you think? Gohan, son of Goku, is able to transform and fire concentrated energy blasts like the Kamehameha and overpower other beings that have incredible blast power with their own blast. Beings that literally are stated, and I believe them when they say they have the power to destroy the whole solar system. This is common stuff in Dragon Ball. Like, the reason why I believe it is because weaker characters in this universe can planet shatter, and Cell is above some of these weaker characters. Example, like Piccolo looking scared here. This is Cell's weaker form, by the way. Gohan overpowered a higher form of this guy, and he's already scared of this guy. This is what I'm talking about, like a vast gap. And beings like him can blast and incinerate moon-sized structures. This is what Cell did to a very strong version of Vegeta. This is the same being from back in the day when he was way, way weaker. He can blast away entire planets like Earth. Handbooks confirm he can turn the Earth into dust with his blast. Power levels were a thing. It's even kind of mentioned how if a power level of 10,000 can incinerate a planet, what do you think a power level of 1,000,000 can do? And Vegeta and the main cast eventually get to these levels of power or higher. Like back in the day, characters in Dragon Ball can destroy stars with their blast power. Characters like Frieza in his first form can incinerate planets that have 10 times the gravity of Earth, which means it's 10 times or more harder to bust than a planet like Earth. This is his weakest form. He can blast with this much power. And I'm not exaggerating. Let's just say Frieza can do this in his base form, and he can increase his power by over 200 times. These are weaker Saga characters. These weaker Saga characters would eventually be a threat to the universe, threaten to destroy the universe over time if he's not put in check. So when Cell, characters way, way stronger than this guy, say stuff like, he can destroy the solar system, I totally believe it. It's a big part of Dragon Ball lore. This is normal stuff. And Gohan, in his Super Saiyan 2 state, has enough blast power to overpower this guy's beam struggle. So even while battered and beaten when his arm was hurt during the time, he still was stronger than Cell technically when he didn't hold back. I guess you can look at it, if Gohan was an evil person, he could technically make a blast that can envelop multiple planets in our entire solar system to where they're all wiped out. If you have this kind of power to blow away the solar system, blowing away a sun in weaker forms is believable. For Gohan, especially like this. Look at the size difference between something like the sun and the earth. Honestly, even in his weakened states when he slacks off his training, he would still have enough power probably to destroy planets like Earth. Even Rusty, he still is easily way past planet shattering level based on his peak, even when he's Rusty. Oh yeah, all this insane destructive power, blast power I've been talking about, this goes for his strikes or punches as well. In Super Saiyan 2 state, we literally see a Cell blast him and he can hit it away with his physical blows. I want you to imagine all the pressure needed to destroy a solar system concentrated into a small fist punching you. Imagine that. You getting punched in the gut by this guy with like a solar system shattering blunt piece of force happening in your stomach, basically. This is reiterated when he's older, when he fights beings just as strong. In a 7 years later saga fighting the Demon King Deborah, who's confirmed that 7 years ago that they fought a being just as strong as him, known as Cell. That was Gohan that did that. So it makes sense for him to still have this kind of explosive power. But just to show the evolution of Gohan, this same being that's a Super Saiyan 2 tier level being tries to fight Fat Majin Buu, and he's not strong enough. He literally gets eaten, but Gohan evolves in the saga to where he gets this ultimate form known as Ultimate Gohan, to where he can beat an even higher form, a better form of Majin Buu that curb stomped Deborah. So he's dozens of times stronger than the power needed to blow away solar systems at this point. Saying he can't solar system shatter him is disrespectful. The thought of Gohan getting so strong to where he can box with fusion Super Saiyan level being, like in the Tournament of Power with Kefla, he boxed this being. It appeared he was getting overpowered by this being, but in actuality, these two had an extremely long, high difficulty slugfest together. Not only is it impressive Gohan fighting a fusion Super Saiyan type being, and he's not even a fused being, like he straight up eliminated or stalemated this being. That's the part that makes it more impressive. This is where the power levels kind of skyrocket for Ultimate Gohan in his newest states, because he has to train and compete with these beings with divine power. Goku in his divine state had issues with Kefla. If we go by the anime, of course, hey, that's what Gohan was boxing with. See, when we're talking about divine states, okay, Gohan's dad, Goku, ended up getting the forms known as Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, God divine type forms, reaching a whole new level of power. So he can box with this God of destruction known as Beerus. This is crazy because you guys already knew it was coming. God forms have the raw punching power to make shockwaves that go across the whole universe. I'm talking about the entire universe being destroyed or in jeopardy type of force. See, the Dragon Ball universe is a macrocosm, multiple universe-sized structures. Here's a visual of what I'm talking about. Think of it like this. A divine state Goku can do stuff like this by clashing with another strong character with his fist, possibly destroy the macrocosm. And not only that, Goku gets a higher form, higher than this. Some estimate that this would multiply his power by at least 50 because they say he goes Super Saiyan in his Super Saiyan divine state. This is what this form is. So he would be able to do all this universe shaking or destroying type of macrocosm stuff, but multiplied by 50 in this state. And you're probably thinking, what the heck does this have to do with Gohan? Well, let's look at it. Gohan can punch and damage Goku in the Super Saiyan 2 state, which is definitely believable. Ultimate state has always been above a Super Saiyan 3, you could say, but this version of Super Saiyan 2 is way better than the one in the past because, you know, he got divine ki inside of him now, so his base form is way higher than before. And matter of fact, when Goku goes into a better form, it's narrated that he clashed evenly with Super Saiyan Blue, to where Super Saiyan Blue apparently wasn't enough and Goku went Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 after this. So think about this, y'all. If this is already crazy that he can do this times 50, what about this times 50 multiplied by another 20? This number would turn into 1,000. The power needed to punch away the macrocosm multiplied 1,000, or power needed to shake the macrocosm multiplied by 1,000. This is a lot of destructive power. Narration states that he rivaled his power in Blue state apparently here. So even if you don't want to say he's exactly equal to Kaioken times 20, this is something to be noted, that Goku had to go to Kaioken times 20 to take him out. I want to make it clear though, I'm not trying to say he's equal to Goku Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, but maybe what? Kaioken times 2, Kaioken times 5. Either way you want to look at it, if we just lowball him to no Kaiokens, even though he lost to Kaioken Goku here, this still says a lot about his raw power though. Even if you don't want to say he can do this, if we just ignore the Kaioken thing, it would still be like saying he has the power to shake or destroy the macrocosm at a multiplication of 50 if we compare him to divine states or Super Saiyan Blue and crap. Like, that's still ridiculous, even if we don't compare him to Kaioken times 20 Super Saiyan Blue. Now, picture this, right? You're probably thinking, man, Gohan is so far behind Goku. Well, Goku can do this in this form. We see Gohan kind of clash with this form quite a bit. So he's probably somewhere in this range of Super Saiyan Blue in the ultimate state, but then he's not quite here. But let's just say he does jump to this level. And then there's even higher levels that Goku reaches, like these. This is like his fully awakened power up to this point where he becomes this being known as Gohan Beast, to where he finally reaches the levels of power of his dad, Vegeta, all the higher end characters of this universe. Even Special Beam cannons this guy's head way clear panel of that here. We actually know that he's up there with Goku now, fighting Goku in his mastered Ultra Instinct state. There's even implications he might actually be the strongest out of all the main characters currently. I mean, I haven't even really got on this raw speed. Y'all should already know these characters are ridiculously fast. Anyway, he's able to move so fast despite Goku's ability to being able to give him auto dodge, basically. He's able to move so fast to where even though Goku has an auto dodge ability because of Ultra Instinct, the way the perks of this technique work, he's able to somehow still hit Goku in this state. Even Beerus looks shocked. It even stated Ultra Instinct's evasion couldn't keep up with that speed, a clean hit. So remember earlier when I said I can't compare him to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20? Well, that's false now. I can definitely compare him to this or even higher states. So he can do anything this can do, but better. So to recap, if Goku can do this, if we assume this really is 50 times stronger than Super Saiyan God, which can shake or threaten to destroy the macrocosm, if we assume this is that times 50, and then we assume he can multiply this by 20 because of Kaioken times 20, this number would jump to bare minimally 1,000. And Goku has even higher states of power like this. God knows how much stronger this is than the other one. I don't even have an official multiplier for this one. All this power has to apply to Gohan. He's up there with these guys now, or even argue better. So just like the other high ends, he should be able to threaten to destroy the macrocosm over 1,000 times over, or even higher than that, because those were weaker forms that could do that. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, he's apparently rated to be the strongest warrior. But yeah, strongest is pretty vague. I mean, I would say he might be 100 and Master Ultra Instinct Goku might be 99. Like, I feel like he might be stronger, but just slightly. It's not much of a difference, really, honestly. Still comparable, you could say. Because remember when Goku and Vegeta had to fuse to fight this being known as Broly, when he went full powered Super Saiyan state with green hair? You remember that? Apparently, he was able to box this Broly one-on-one without even fusing. Like, this is actually madness. No wonder Gohan's a pacifist. He just got mad seeing his friends die and can just access forms like this now. I mean, his combat speed might contribute to why he can hit so hard. Light speed or higher opponents is like a normal day in the life for Dragon Ball, even back in the day characters. I mean, Goku's literally boxed with time manipulators, like Hit. And Goku in higher forms is surprised at his speed, same with Vegeta in his Gohan Beast state, and was able to miraculously land a hit on a auto dodge type character, basically. Ultra Instinct Goku, mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. This is what I mean when I say auto dodge. He doesn't have to think and he dodges. Despite all of this, Goku is in a higher form than even this, and he was still able to land a hit on Goku like this. You made it this far, you know he's a character just like a lot of Dragon Ball characters that has ki control. He can make energy blasts, do a lot of amazing stuff, fly because of this ki control on top of his genetics. You know, he was born as a Saiyan with a tail that if he looks at the full moon, he can turn into a great ape. That makes him get large in size, just like his famous dad. He goes through a lot of rigorous training, gets stronger as time goes by sometimes, even becoming the youngest Super Saiyan ever during this time period. Oh yeah, speaking of Super Saiyan, he actually learned with his dad how to kind of stay in this form without burning out his stamina. This is kind of shown in the Cell games, how everybody, like other Saiyans are not in their Super Saiyan forms, Goku and Gohan are just chilling in their Super Saiyan forms. On top of his amazing physiology and things like that, he has this like Hulkish type thing about him, like a Broly type aspect about him, to where he would get super mad under deep pressure. He would achieve crazy power out of the blue and then it would go away. It's hidden power. Some call it a plot device. He would randomly get stronger than opponents he should be stronger than. We've seen it against characters like Raditz. We've seen it against second form Frieza, third form Frieza. There's even been times where other characters would sense that he has incredible hidden power and would help get some of it unleashed, like this occasion with the Guru. Matter of fact, when he kind of was bonded with Android 16 for a little bit, while he was Super Saiyan, we got to see a little bit more of his power unleashed here too, after seeing him get murked. This is actually the reason on why he was able to get Super Saiyan 2 first before everybody. So usually it comes out during something traumatic, but in later sagas, like thanks to some help from Elder Kai, he gets this new form to where his hair doesn't even go blonde anymore, to where he can achieve levels higher than Super Saiyan 2, but his hair stays black. I guess you can say his only weakness is being that he kind of gets distracted. I mean, women, we love women, so I guess sometimes his power level will waver to where characters from the past that shouldn't be able to beat him can now one-shot beat him. So he has to get back into shape by getting training from his very first trainer sometimes. I mean, he got training from this guy when he was young, even older. His older self needs to get put back in shape sometimes, because you all know, even when Gohan slacks off, Piccolo never slacks off his training. So Piccolo be helping him unlock forms that he previously could use, but he can't use currently. So to get him back in shape, it's another situation of him getting pushed to the edge. And newer events, we get to see him basically evolve his ultimate form to an even higher level yet again. It's this Gohan beast form. Hey, steer clear of beings that can shake this many universes with their hits, with the weight of their hits. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for the donations. Beast Gohan is crazy. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.